They don't want to be in the news. They don't want people to talk about them. They don't want to be anywhere on the radar.
Why not?
I don't know, but I suspect it's probably because it's easier to do things when people aren't thinking about it. All of these financial institutions, they buy politicians. You can take this big sum of money, and then you can start to buy people. I work for BlackRock.
Meet Serge Varley, a recruiter at BlackRock.
Let me tell you, it's not who's the president is. Who's controlling the wallet. Yes. It's
And who's that?
the hedge funds, the banks. These guys are in financing. Yep, you can buy your candidates. And obviously, we have the system for this. First, there's the senators. And these guys are rich. You got 10 grand, you can buy a senator. I can give you 500K right now. No question asked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. Done.
Does like everybody do that? Does BlackRock do that?
Actually, it doesn't matter who wins.
You're so good.
They're in my pocket at this point.
Here's Serge Varley on how good war is for BlackRock's business.
Do you have any thoughts on the Ukraine-Russia war?
Yeah, I mean, I do have thoughts.
What are they?
Ukraine is good for business. You know, right? I'll give an example. Russia blows up Ukraine's grain stores. The price of wheat's going to go mad up. The Ukrainian economy is tied very largely to the wheat market, global wheat market. Prices of bread, and literally everything it goes up and down. This is fantastic if you're trading. Volatility creates opportunity to make profit. War is real good to business. It's exciting when it goes wrong, right? BlackRock manages 20 trillion. It's incomprehensible numbers.
BlackRock Serge Varley says all of this is above a normal person's understanding.
You're like an undercover reporter. I don't know. No people don't give a shit. This is beyond them. The whole thing of like domination from a concept is it's interesting.
Hi, I'm James O'Keefe with OMG News. Here we are with our latest story, this time on BlackRock, one of the world's leading asset and investment managers, which owns significant shares of companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Anheuser-Busch, Meta, Target, Procter & Gamble, Comcast, CNN, Fox, and yes, Pfizer, just to name a few. At OMG, we do not shy away from exposing powerful companies, and we're not afraid of powerful people. So we decided to take a look for ourselves at the influence BlackRock has on our politics and the influence they have on our culture. So to do that, what better place to start a hidden camera investigation than into a self-described gatekeeper at BlackRock?
Like you're kind of like a fucking gatekeeper at BlackRock.
Yeah, I am. I decide people's fates. Every fucking day, I literally decide how somebody's life is going to be shaped.
That's so powerful. I love it.
Yeah, it's like you hear it's and the whole thing of like domination from a concept is it's interesting.
Introducing Serge Varley, whose LinkedIn says he's worked for Morgan Stanley, Citadel, and now as a recruiter at BlackRock.
I work for BlackRock. I'm not actually a finance guy. I know what happens because I'm recruiting people to do these things. I'm the person who headhunts people from other firms. So I would approach you and say, hey, this is a good reason why you should come here.
Serge tells us who really runs the world, how they do it, and just how much it costs to buy people, like politicians.
Let me tell you, it's not who's the president is. Who's controlling the wallet. Yes. It's
And who's that?
the hedge funds, the banks. These guys are in financing. Yep, you can buy your candidates.
How so?
All of these financial institutions, they buy politicians.
How do they run the world?
You acquire stuff. You diversify, you acquire, you keep acquiring, you spend whatever you make in acquiring more. And at a certain point, your risk level is super low. Like, imagine you've invested in like 10 different industries from food to to drinks to like technology, right? One of them fails, it doesn't matter. You have 9 others to back you up. Risk management is inherently just about everything, and in the finance space, it's all about it's all about the money you make. You don't let it sit. You keep using it over and over, and
Reinvest.
yeah, and it exponential growth.
And then once you just own a little bit of everything, is that where the control?
Yeah, you own a little bit of everything, and that little bit of everything gives you so much money on a yearly basis that you can take this big ton of money, and then you can start to buy people. And obviously, we have the system in place. First, there's the Senate, and these guys, you got 10 grand, you can buy a senator. It doesn't matter who wins.
You're so right.
They're in my pocket at this point. I can give you 500K right now. No question asked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. It's done. They're like, yeah, of course.
And
why not?
does like everybody do that? Does BlackRock do that?
Actually,
The BlackRock recruiter also tells us about how the U.S. government relies on BlackRock for
to lower the cost of everyday needs like healthcare and housing and groceries.
We're going to end America's housing shortage. You just let in over 10 million people illegally, and you put them all on housing vouchers and food stamps and gave them free plane tickets and free cell phones, and all of them have to live somewhere. You caused America's housing shortage. If you care about the cost of housing, limit the population. Certainly don't expand it through uncontrolled immigration, through open borders, which is exactly what they did. She's responsible for it. And her donors at BlackRock are buying up the houses in your neighborhood. And her donors at Airbnb are turning your neighborhood into a completely unmanageable garbage, a place filled with transients where there's no social connection at all between people. Those are her donors. Those are her policies. For her to lecture us on the housing shortage that she caused, it's almost too much. I can't sit here.
Did you know Kamala Harris, Joe Biden's vice president, she partnered up with BlackRock, the company that's acquiring almost all the assets, one of the biggest firms in the world with almost $10 trillion in assets under management. They're getting private information from the Biden administration. I bet you didn't know this. The prospectors learned that Michael Pyle, currently a global chief investment strategist at leading asset management firm BlackRock, will become part of the Biden-Harris administration in the coming days. Pyle, an Obama administration veteran who has also worked on economic policy with Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, will become the chief economist to Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, according to sources familiar with the transition. Pyle will be the third former BlackRock official to join the administration. This is why it's so important to be financially independent and successful on your own merit and never rely on governments. What we've learned over the last couple of years is that they'll promise you the world and likely deliver nothing. The less they give you, the more power and control that they have. And the more power and control they have, the more wealth. This is likely going to be Kamala Harris's next home. What do you think about all of this? Seems shady, right? Drop your comments below. Let's talk about it.